On this episode of Open Houses and Open Roads, we're headed out to West Texas to Infinite Skies Retreat, an airplane Airbnb right in the middle of the desert. And for the next 3 days, Wesley and I will be taking a deep dive to learn what it means to live in the Trans-Pecos region of the Chihuahuan Desert in West Texas.
About ready for our first nap.
We're your hosts, Jenna and Wesley Price, just a couple of Austin, Texas realtors hitting the road in our RV. We're making our way into the rugged landscapes of the Big Bend region, into the Lone Star State's most remote communities of Alpine, Terlingua, and Lajitas, Texas. As we roll down Highway 118, the scenery changes from rolling hills to the vast, stark beauty of the Chihuahuan Desert. We decided to set up camp at the Maverick Ranch RV Park at Lajitas Resort. Officially an unincorporated community in Brewster County, Lajitas has been reported with a population of about 74 people. Just about the entire community of Lajitas is catering to resort life and tourism at Lajitas Golf Resort. Nighttime in the desert brings cool air, campfires, and big starry skies. The next morning, after a campfire coffee, we rode our bikes around the downtown of Lajitas, which looked like a movie set. The Lajitas Resort is on 27,000 acres with tons of amenities, and we took some time to learn about the local history. Texas sure has its famous politicians, but this one takes the cake. Meet Clay Henry, the GOAT Mayor of Lajitas. While we absolutely fell in love with the GOAT Mayor of Lajitas, what really got our hearts pumping was the golf course, Blackjack's Crossing. Blackjack's Crossing has been ranked one of the top courses you can play in Texas, and you can even launch a ball from Texas into Mexico.
We're right above the Rio Grande.
This is not just any golf course, y'all. Designed by PGA legend Lanny Watkins, Blackjack's Crossing has been carved right into the Chihuahuan Desert with towering mesas, rugged cliffs, winding arroyos. It's like golfing on the edge of the world. It was easily one of the prettiest and honestly one of the most expensive golf courses we've ever played, but it was worth every single penny. The fairways were pristine, the views were unreal, and every hole felt like a postcard. Our game was truly tested out there. The desert does not mess around, y'all. If you miss your line, the cactus will happily eat your golf balls for breakfast.
What do I think of Lajitas golf course? This golf course is insane.
I'm about to shoot the ball on the border of Texas and Mexico.
I'm about to launch this ball all the way to Mexico. That was hilarious.
If you ever find yourself in the far reaches of West Texas and you've got even a hint of a golf obsession, Blackjack's Crossing is a must play. A bucket list course in a place that you'd never expect, surrounded by beauty that you'll never forget. After a full day of desert golf, we decided it was time to wind down Lajitas style at the Thirsty Goat and the Candelia. We finished our day with a beautiful dinner overlooking the desert at sunset, and of course, before bed, some famous prickly pear purple margaritas. Reporting in live from Terlingua, Texas, this is your native Austinite real estate agent, Jenna Price, and Mr. Wesley Price, and we are out here in Lajitas, y'all.
How y'all doing?
We are hitting the river today with Far Flung Adventures, and we are going to go down the Rio Grande into the Santa Elena Canyon, and we are so excited. Woohoo! The Rio Grande stretches nearly 1,900 miles from the mountains of Colorado all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, and drifting along even a small stretch feels like stepping into a different rhythm. Out here, the river moves slow and steady, carving through ancient canyon walls and feeding an entire ecosystem tucked deep into the desert. Big Bend National Park is home to more than 450 species of birds, plus javelinas, bobcats, and the occasional mule deer, all supported by this one winding river. There was something so special about sharing a canoe in a place that feels so untouched. No rushing itinerary, just the two of us taking in the quiet, paddling side by side, and letting the river set the pace. It was calm, grounding, and one of those moments that stays with you long after the sun goes down. It was a simple day out on the water under the big Texas sky, but one we'll remember for a very long time. After our day on the Rio, we made dinner and hit the hay for day number 3. Wesley's out hitting the trails today, and I am going to button down the RV to get ready to move our campsite to Marfa.
We are out on an adventure today. This morning I'm going to take off about 20 miles in this desert. It's getting hot already, I can feel it. But we're doing about 1,500 feet of elevation gain into this wild desert back there. This trail is getting sensationally cool. I'm like in this canyon over here. Bit of a haul here, team. We're gonna keep pushing though. Pretty fun. Trail just got completely busted. We got this huge ravine. That's a big, beautiful ride right there. Just got back. I am tuckered out. That was 22 miles of a lot of single track.
And now it's the part of the trip that we've been looking forward to the most.
We're out here at Infinite Skies Retreat, where an actual Boeing 727 plane has been converted into an Airbnb.
This custom 2-story steel frame home sits on 80 private acres of the Chihuahuan Desert terrain and is listed on the market right now for $2.1 million. This one-of-a-kind property is perfect for aviation and luxury real estate enthusiasts, pairing both desert seclusion and an airplane conversion that creates a story property. This aircraft-infused home is both novelty and high-end lifestyle. And with this listing, you're buying more than a house. You're buying an experience, remote lifestyle, dramatic scenery, and a built-in story about this Boeing 727. Inside, the home offers approximately 3,040 square feet of living space with 4 traditional bedrooms plus a hideaway space in the plane's former cargo hold and can accommodate up to 11 guests. The owner, Adam Baker, is a Dallas-based Southwest Airlines operations planner, and he realized a decade-long dream by turning his passion for aviation into a fully livable home. With actual airplane seats in the living room and intergalactic lighting throughout the inside of the plane, this is the perfect space to create unforgettable memories with the whole family. The land surrounding the Airbnb includes hiking and mountain biking trails, expansive decks and patios with panoramic desert views. The property currently rents as a vacation home with rates in November going for about $776 for a 3-night stay. Guests can choose to lounge in the main upstairs living room or settle on board the plane, and the cockpit remains intact. For the full aviation experience, you can even sit in the pilot's seat.
This is your captain speaking. We've been cleared for takeoff.
Wesley and I absolutely loved the property and the aviation heritage, and we believe whether somebody buys it as a personal getaway or continues renting it out, somebody is really going to enjoy this Boeing 727 plane home. Real aviation parts and original components and detailed documentation show you exactly where this aircraft has been and how it was brought here to become part of this desert sanctuary. Walking through the home, you can feel that every decision, every material, and every design choice was made with intention. The upstairs level serves as more of a traditional Airbnb setup, but traditional hardly describes it. Up here, the views steal the show. Every single window frames the desert, stretching endlessly towards the horizon, and the exterior deck is the perfect place to watch sunrise break over the Chisos Mountains or settle in with a glass of wine as the sunset throws the sky into shades of gold and rose. Morning or night, it's magic up there. Inside, the craftsmanship immediately stands out in this home. The floors are light engineered hardwood chosen to brighten the space while still feeling warm and grounded. The custom cabinetry and woodblock countertops give the kitchen and common areas a clean, elevated touch without losing that Southwest-inspired charm. Every piece feels hand-selected, purposeful, and perfectly aligned with the home's overall design. Upstairs features 3 beautifully designed bedrooms, each with its own unique perspective of desert landscape. The layout is thoughtful, comfortable enough to settle in, and polished enough to feel like a boutique stay. But the true highlight is the primary suite, complete with its own ensuite bath, and just like the rest of the home, uninterrupted views from every angle. Waking up here feels like being suspended between land and sky in an airplane. What impressed us the most was how seamlessly the owner blended contemporary classic luxury with a Southwest aesthetic, and then tied it all together with that subtle yet unmistakable airplane theme. It never feels kitschy or overdone. Instead, it just feels intentional, cohesive, almost like the home has 2 identities that work together: a modern desert retreat and a tribute to aviation that honors where the plane came from and where travelers like us get to experience it next. Infinite Skies Retreat is the kind of place that invites you to slow down, breathe deeper, and appreciate the creativity behind it. It's a perfect blend of architecture, design, storytelling, and landscape, all wrapped up into one unforgettable experience. Beneath the plane, you'll find a full bathroom with a laundry facility and all of the amenities you'll need, as well as some maps to show you about the area and a secret space in the cargo hold, which I'll show you next. But one of the most incredible parts of Infinite Skies Retreat is the history of the Boeing 727 that's now part of the home. This aircraft lived a full life before it ever touched West Texas soil. It first flew for Air Canada, spending 13 years in passenger service before being purchased by FedEx, where it flew for another 20 years as a freight carrier. After its final retirement, FedEx donated the plane to a university in California for aviation education. During that time, the aircraft even starred in a movie called Flight 704, inspired by the legendary D.B. Cooper hijacking case. And we definitely saved the best room for last, the old cargo hold, which has been completely transformed into a fully functional flight simulator for the true aviation enthusiast. It is such a fun and unexpected space, complete with bunk beds and a cozy little hideout nook that kids would absolutely lose their minds over. And that's a wrap on our time here at Infinite Skies Retreat, a property we absolutely fell in love with and one we'll be thinking about for a long time. If you're interested in this incredible home, give us a call. We'd love to connect you with the seller. And a huge thank you to the listing agent, Lynn Behrens, for hosting us and giving us such an amazing tour. This brings us to the final part of our Terlingua, Texas episode. And next week, tune in as we explore Marfa, Texas. New episodes of Open Houses and Open Roads drop every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your opinion on where we should go next.